If you have a question for Coach Drown, please press star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions at this time. Georgia Southern went 5-24 last season with a 2-18 mark in the conference and finished in 11th place. And in the preseason poll, the Eagles were picked to finish in 11th place for the 2015-16 season. Coach Drown, this is your first year, so why don't you give us your thoughts on this upcoming season before we get to questions?
Well, first of all, Randy, I'm excited to be at Georgia Southern. What an outstanding institution, great people, and just feel very blessed to be here. Excited to be in the Sun Belt, outstanding league, and looking forward to competing against the other coaches who I've had a chance to meet in schools. We're like everybody else. We've been going now for a couple of weeks, and we've got 4 starters back. We've got a lot of returning kids. But everybody's kind of at the same point right now in terms of learning a new system, and so we're all going through this together, and it's a process. And one thing I've learned over the years about process is you don't speed them up. You've got to make sure you do all the things correctly. You lay a good foundation. That's what we're trying to do right now. And so it's just a day-by-day thing that we're going through trying to get better, and we're excited about the year and getting ready to open up in a couple weeks.
Thank you very much, Coach Drown. As a reminder to our members of the media, please press star 1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Our first questions come from Dan McDonald with McD Media. Dan, please go ahead.
Coach, being new there but having this many returnees, is it a matter of them learning you or you learning them first?
Well, I think it's a combination. I told somebody a couple weeks ago I really feel like we've probably got more accomplished off the floor, Dan, in terms of team building, family, chemistry, and those kind of things, and maybe we have X's and O's. But we're trying to move ahead with all this. We're trying to get to know each other, which I think is a very important part. I'm a big believer in the old saying, kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so, we're trying to create that atmosphere of team and family. But at the same time, we're putting in a system, and our kids are going through the learning process, like all kids do, but particularly players out of new programs, and so we're going day by day, trying to get better at it. And it's one of those things we feel like sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and we just keep plugging away and keep trying to correct mistakes and move it in the right direction.
You got 2 double-figure scores back to people that really sort of carried the scoring for you. What's been your impressions of McGowan and Butler so far?
Well, Angels is a wing-type player who can slash and can shoot the basketball. And I think she struggled a little bit the first few days, first week or so, in terms of what we're trying to do offensively. But she's really settled in, and I think she's starting to understand where her shots are going to be coming from and how she's going to be a part of the offense. Patrice Butler is kind of an inside-out kid. She can post up a little bit undersized, to be a pure 5. But is able to take people down there, has great footwork in the low post, can step out and shoot the 3. They both have that scoring mentality, and they both are looking for ways to find where their shots are going to come from. And I think that anytime you go through that, there's some frustration in terms of learning systems and where it's coming at. But I've noticed that both of them are starting to understand. When we do this or when I do that, then I'm going to have this opportunity possibly. And so. Yeah, we're looking for big years out of both of them. They both have proven scorers and both had good years last year with the Sun Belt, and so they bring us back a couple returners that we can kind of bank on.
The rule changes. You've been coaching for a while. Is that what do you think as far as this year's team with the folks you have? I mean, is it a good thing, bad thing?
Well, I can be honest with you. I'm just personally, I'm not a fan of quarters, but that's neither here nor there. I understand what they're trying to do with the game and everything. I guess the one rule that I really do not like is the advancement rule where, you call the timeout under a minute to go and you can bring the ball up to the 28-foot mark in the first quarter.
The NBA rule, yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that rule. That'd be like telling a football team, okay, if you call timeout after somebody scores, we're going to give you the ball at 35, in their territory or something. I mean, I understand they're trying to do it for the crowd and for the game and everything, but I've never liked it in the NBA, and there's going to be nights where it may help us, and I'm still going to say I don't like it. There's going to be nights where it's going to hurt us, and I'm definitely not going to be a fan of it, But it is what it is. You deal with it, and it will definitely make some adjustments in terms of how you use timeouts at the end, and in preparation for end of game situations. changed the look of that last minute of play. That's for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Dan, and thank you, Coach Drown. That's all the time we have for you today. We appreciate your time.